This is a general reading for the water signs. If you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping here. Let's do this. Let me copy, make a paste here just to make sure that I'm connected. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's exit that. Do that. Perfect. Excellent. Go here. Let me just make. I do like to start the reading with a smudge. I do have some sage here. Thank you, Spirit. Three chimes to bring in positive energy. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. The water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. If you have any of those in your birth chart, this is your reading. It is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. What would you like the water signs to know or to be aware of during or for this meeting? My name is Greta. I am an intuitive reader. I do trust my intuition first and foremost. I do look at the sun placement, the moon placement, and other planetary placements to really get a good idea of the energy that is surrounding you at this time. But first and foremost, I do rely on my intuition. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces anywhere in your reading or anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. And the title of this reading is Dare to Step Onto Your Life's Path. And why I chose that reading is we are really getting ready to go into Mercury retrograde. And really, the entire month of August is one that source, that universe, that Spirit has designed in order to have us slow down and to look at and analyze our life's plan and the plan for our lives and the directions that we would like our lives to go. And so during this retrograde, it's important that we slow down, we take into consideration what is our life path, what is our goals, what are we here on this planet to achieve, and to take this time, this retrograde, to slow down and to think and ponder what that is and come up with a plan. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. And let me just make sure that everything is kind of really lined up just enough so you can see all of those cards fairly clearly on the table. The foundation, the basis of your reading this evening is the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is the celebration of the harvest. And this is the celebration of the harvest that involves multiple people. 3 and 3. And so the 3 in tarot represents time, creativity, mastery, intuition. This is time for you to master your creativity and determine how you would like to spend or use your time on this planet. And, you know, it's when I see the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, it's like the two sides of each coin, are the two sides of the one coin. And so out of heartache, out of tragedy, comes joy and celebration. And let's see how those threes play in to the rest of your cards. And we start off, is the other three here? I didn't even notice that three. So we have three threes. And when we see multiple numbers show up in a reading, hi, He-Man. Thank you for tuning in this evening. When we see three threes, that is Source really confirming a time of mystery, a time of creativity, a time to trust using our intuition. Time to trust our intuition. And again, as we're going into Mercury retrograde, a time to dare to step onto your life's path. Spirit is confirming it's time to evaluate what it is, or determine what it is that our life is aligning us with our life's path, and dare to take steps in that direction. Take this time of Mercury retrograde, which is basically the entire month of August, to evaluate and come up with a plan that is going to align us with our soul's purpose. Thank you, Cody. And then we have the Chariot card, and the Chariot is a victory, but it's a victory that is won after competition. And the Hermit card, the intuition, the teacher within, the following our life's path. Life's path is really coming up quite heavily in your reading so far. And then we have the Six of Swords, taking time out to think, to consider, taking time out to prepare, taking time out to get ready. And again, as we're heading into August, August is our time during this Mercury retrograde to take advantage. And so a retrograde, and the Mercury retrograde, is really notorious for it being a time of where things appear to slow down, and in some cases even appear to move backwards. And it seems like we're all going to be going through a period of time where we're at a pause, where we're at a standstill. And it's at those times in our lives where we're at a pause, or at a time standstill, where maybe we're feeling like we're taking two steps forward and one step back. Or maybe even, it could be even maybe in more intense like that, where we're taking one step forward and two steps back. But it's like we're not making the progress. But it's at those times where we're not making the progress that we would like, that Source, Spirit, God is asking us to take time out and evaluate our path, evaluate our mission, and are we aligning with our soul's purpose? And we can take that time to come up with a plan to realign with our soul's purpose and plan out steps that we can take to realign with our soul's purpose. You have, or have you ever considered what would happen if your computer system went down, or even if it even crashed? It may be time to back up your systems at work. If our computer system at home crashes, we can always get out a good book and read a good book, or we can even get out a pencil and paper to figure those things out. But when we're at work, and if our job really demands that we use those electronics in order to do our jobs, we need to make sure that we have a proper backup system in plan, or a plan in place on what we are going to do if our systems should go down. I also see someone from your past bringing you a new professional offer. And this new offer, when you first hear this offer in your professional life, your initial thought may be to blow this, or just to blow off this idea, to that this plan doesn't have any merit, that this idea is not going to bring you anywhere. But I do see that this new plan, this new offer that is being presented to you, does have the capability of aligning you with your life's purpose and aligning your life with the income that you are wanting to generate. And that you take this job offer or this new opportunity a little bit more seriously than you might have originally. There's nothing wrong with pondering or thinking about or taking time to consider all offers before turning them down, regardless of how off the wall they may seem. I also see a bad situation ending, a situation where we feel like we've been duped, or a situation where you feel like maybe you have been misled. And this ending is really helping you develop faith in yourself. You have the ability to brighten darker days with your positive thoughts and words of gratitude. With positive thoughts, it's almost like, our thoughts, our words lead our feet. And so if we are thinking negative thoughts or using negative words, that's the direction that our life is going to go. But if we practice using positive thoughts and positive words, that's the direction that our life is going to go. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs. And then we have the Page of Cups, big ideas, big dreams, big ideas, a spark of genius, judgment, something from the past, something that we thought was over that is not over. It's almost like breathing life into an old idea, followed by the Hangman card. And the Hangman is the choice of enlightenment, the choice of moving beyond, followed by the Star card. And the star can represent the zodiac sign of Aquarius. Maybe you have some Aquarius in your birth chart, or maybe you are dealing with an Aquarius or someone that has an Aquarius mindset. And what I mean by the Aquarius mindset is the Aquarius is really the great humanitarian, wanting to achieve the greater good of all. This is, we could even call this the world peace card. I think that you are ready to start a new chapter in your personal life. And with this wanting to start a new chapter in your personal life, it's this month, this retrograde, it's going to be about letting go of old feelings, of old thought patterns. And it's the feelings and thought patterns that have been holding you back. And you can break free from these feelings and redirect your life's path by redirecting your thought patterns, by choosing different words. And it's not necessarily the different words that you use to speak to other people, but the words that you use when you're speaking to yourself. Maybe you've been thinking or behaving harshly towards yourself. Your negative thoughts about yourself, about your worthiness, about your abilities. But that is not true. And Source wants you to know that that is not true. That this is a time to create and to seek balance and to use good, positive words when speaking to yourself and when looking at what your abilities are. You are a very capable person, and you were called here to this life for a very specific reason. And again, that goes back into the time of the Mercury retrograde, which we're just getting ready to enter, and taking that time to really dare to step onto your life's path and find your calling. Those quiet times, those slow times are a time that is given, a gift that is given to us in order to find and align with our life's path, our life's purpose. And each and every one of us has a life's purpose. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the water signs of Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. I like to call the Knight of Pentacles is the slow and steady wins the race. Of all of the knights, the Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that his steed is not in action. He's taken a pause to look at and appreciate the pentacle that has been gifted to him, followed by the World card. And the World card is a gift of being divinely protected and divinely guided. The Seven of Wands, having our defenses up, being on guard, followed by the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is indicating that this is a time of healing. Spirit is asking you to take time to heal, to make time to heal. especially for the water signs, this Mercury retrograde is asking you to take this time of healing, this time of feeling like we're taking 2 steps forward, or excuse me, this time of feeling like we're taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. This time of feeling like things are at a standstill. This time of feeling like we have hit a broke brick wall, or that we're facing a dead end. This is God, this is Spirit giving you the gift of time to heal. There's something here in your past that is causing negative thoughts, that is hindering you from seeing your genuine purpose. And this is a time for you to take. This is your time to self-discover your worth. Spirit wants you to self-discover your worth. I think that you are becoming keenly aware of your spiritual gifts. And these spiritual gifts have been gifted to you from an ancestor, from, I don't know, a grandparent, a great aunt, but this is someone that has passed on. They have left you a gift, or you share the same spiritual gift that this person had. This person is watching out over you. This person is guiding you. And it's like you've been denying that. You've been running from that. And it's important that you know that the only power that other people have over us is the power that we give them. And our fears are false evidence appearing real. The fears that you're looking at are unfounded in fact. You have been overgiving, or maybe even oversharing. And, you know, overgiving often comes from a place, overgiving or oversharing can often come from a place of feeling like we're not enough. Sources wanting you to know that you are being given the gift of strength. You're being given the gift of wisdom to determine why you have been overgiving, why you have been oversharing. And I am a firm believer that as soon as we know why we are doing something that goes up against our better judgment or goes against the better good, that even just knowing that and becoming aware of that gives us the ability to change and gives us the ability to make different choices. Gives you the ability to make different choices. We are what we think.